My name's Natasha Conland. I'm the Curator of Contemporary Art at the Auckland Art Gallery, and I've developed this show called Freedom Farmers, New Zealand Artists Growing Ideas for the Level 1 galleries at Auckland Art Gallery. The exhibition, which includes about 20 New Zealand artists, examines ideas of utopia, sustainability, and of course freedom itself. It began when I started looking at basically the last 10 years of New Zealand art, and I started noticing how ideas that have become really important today and also have been important historically around utopia, our role as an island nation, the idea of leaving one country for another in the form of immigration, were still concerns for artists today. And in fact, it wasn't just that artists were looking at the sublime or looking at utopia, but they were also critically examining them. So for example, there's a number of artists in the show who are very much interested in holistic living, or this idea of creative living becomes a sub-theme of the show. Ideas which are coming through in our consumer environment, like eco-consumerism, artists are tackling from a really different point of view. They're actually looking at how to problem solve these topics related to the environment and sustainability, but from an entirely creative perspective. So what happens if you hand make these solutions, for example? Another really strong theme, of course, relates more directly to art itself, around the idea of what is the libertarian or the free space for art making. You know, what does make an artist today outside the professionalisation of art, if you like? A number of the artists had their initial training in biological sciences, so they come to the angle of ecology from a position of relative expertise. And so, for example, when handling a subject like the photo documentation of the environment, they're thinking through that from scientific and visual perspectives. The range of artists in this show reflect a really different version of contemporary art, or art of today. So what people have come to understand as associating contemporary art perhaps with a really high level of new media, that they maybe won't see that in this exhibition. They'll see new media mixed in with ceramic art, with sculptural practice. There's an incredible diversity of practice in the show. It's really colourful and vibrant. It's quite playful, and I guess that's in keeping with the subject of freedom, which is also optimistic. Artists don't always want to be serious about the issues they're handling too. There's a lot of humour at times. It's a kind of exhibition that we haven't done for a while at the gallery, a focus on New Zealand art through a strong thematic entry point, but at the same time I'm really interested to see audiences just coming in and getting a sample of what's happening now, what artists are thinking across a broad range of ages and perspectives.